Once upon a time, there lived a poor family which didn't have any money or much food. And one day the sun rose up into the sky, and the people woke up.
For a long time, Australia was seen as a land of milk and honey. Yet Australia does not grow enough nutritious food to give every Australian a healthy diet. And the food we do eat is lacking in essential vitamins, minerals, and other compounds. In addition, natural disasters take their toll. In Australia this year we've seen extensive flooding, followed by a Category 5 cyclone, which quickly showed how soon our food supplies could disappear and how much the prices could go up. Fresh food can prove to be expensive, while processed food travelling long distances can be very cheap. Growing your own food helps, but floodwaters contaminate gardens and any number of things can threaten our food supply, including the collapse of bee colonies that pollinate our crops, or climate change affecting the hatching of birds that eat the insects eating our food. Avian flu and other diseases also threaten our backyard chickens and those in cages. And the cages themselves carry other issues. Food security is also about how we treat the animals we use for food. Overcrowding increases the risk of disease and suffering in animals and increases our health risks as well. Concentrated feedlots can add toxic runoff into our water systems. And right now, here in Australia, the government is signing deals with energy companies to extract coal seam gas in prime agricultural land and over our artesian basin, which supplies water for much of Australia. We can't always rely on imports either. Nuclear contamination, disease, war, all impact on food supply. Genetically engineered crops have not fed the world. They encourage the spraying of tons of herbicides on Roundup-ready crops, with an increased cost for farmers and creating herbicide-resistant weeds. GMO crops contaminate non-GMO crops. Genetically identical monocultures can be wiped out by diseases or pests. Biodiversity is crucial for survival. The Australian government has pledged to develop a national food plan. Let's help them create a happy ending. Ask that they take into account biodiversity for our children's future. Ask them to support small farmers, roadside stalls and local food. To reward sustainable farming practices. To provide incentives to small producers and urban farmers and consumers who support local food. To support organic farmers and avoid genetically engineered crops. To accommodate food crops in public spaces. And assist farmers to stop using carcinogenic chemicals on food crops. To preserve our agricultural land from mining and incompatible uses and protect our waterways from industrial runoff and coal seam gas fracking.
And they all lived happily ever after.